Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the mind of Ayanokoji from Classroom of the Elite and uncovering how he maintains such incredible emotional control to achieve his goals. We'll go through 5 key strategies that Ayanokoji uses and how you can implement them in your own life to stay composed, focused, and unstoppable. If you're aiming to channel your inner Ayanokoji, this video is for you. Let's get started. Now let's dive into the first key strategy that Ayanokoji uses to maintain his emotional control. Ayanokoji's first strategy is emotional detachment. He understands that emotions can cloud judgment and impede his decision-making. To achieve his goals, Ayanokoji keeps his emotions in check and maintains a rational perspective. To implement this in real life, try to become an observer of your own emotions. When you feel anger, anxiety, or frustration, take a moment to step back and label those feelings. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? How can I respond rationally rather than react emotionally? Meditation and mindfulness exercises can help you cultivate this detached awareness. For example, when someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of immediately getting angry, take a deep breath and recognize the emotion. Label it as anger and remind yourself that reacting impulsively won't help the situation. Instead, focus on letting it go and continue driving safely. Another example could be during a heated argument with a friend or partner. Instead of reacting with harsh words, take a moment to assess your emotions. This moment of pause can prevent you from saying something you'll regret and allows you to approach the conversation more calmly and constructively. Practice deep breathing exercises regularly to build up your ability to detach from emotional reactions over time. For a book recommendation, check out Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, which offers insights into understanding and controlling emotions effectively. Moving on to the next tip, once you have mastered detaching from emotions, it's important to always have a clear focus on where you're headed. Ayanokoji is always clear about his goals, and he never allows himself to get distracted by short-term setbacks. He keeps his eyes on the bigger picture and doesn't let momentary emotions sway him from his ultimate objective. In your daily life, set specific long-term goals and visualize them regularly. Whenever you face a setback, remind yourself of why you're on this path in the first place. For example, if you're studying for an exam and feeling overwhelmed, take a few minutes to visualize the feeling of success you'll have when you pass. You can even keep a journal where you list your goals and revisit them when you feel demotivated. Writing down your why for each goal can help reinforce your motivation during tough times. Another effective strategy is to break your big goal into smaller, more manageable milestones. For instance, if your goal is to get fit, start by setting smaller weekly goals, like working out 3 times a week or cutting out sugary drinks. These small wins will keep you motivated and prevent the bigger goal from feeling overwhelming. I recommend Atomic Habits by James Clear, which talks about building consistent habits to keep you on track towards your goals, despite any emotional setbacks. Now that you're keeping your eyes on the big picture, let's talk about maintaining an exterior that doesn't betray your emotions. Ayanokoji's signature move is his unreadable expression. By hiding his emotions, he ensures others can't manipulate or predict him. Maintaining a poker face helps him keep control over interactions and stay a step ahead of others. To apply this technique, practice controlling your facial reactions during stressful or emotional situations. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings entirely, but rather not letting them dictate how you act or present yourself. Practice in front of a mirror, or when facing small conflicts, work on keeping your tone calm and facial expression neutral. For example, during a heated argument at work, instead of frowning or showing frustration, maintain a neutral expression and speak in a calm, steady voice. This will help you appear more composed and in control, making it harder for others to rattle you. Another real-life example is during negotiations or interviews. By keeping a neutral expression, you don't give away your emotions, which can give you an advantage. People may try to read your expressions to gauge your reactions, but by maintaining a poker face, you keep them guessing and maintain control over the interaction. A great book to help with this is The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. It discusses the value of strategic detachment and how to keep your true thoughts hidden when necessary. With your emotions hidden behind a poker face, you can better approach challenges in a logical way. Let's explore rational problem solving. Ayanokoji approaches challenges like puzzles. He analyzes them logically, breaking them down into smaller, solvable parts. By focusing on rational problem solving, he avoids being overwhelmed by his emotions. In real life, when facing a difficult situation, break it down. Make a list of what you can control and what you can't. Focus on taking small, rational steps to solve each aspect of the problem. For example, if you're dealing with a heavy workload, write down each task you need to complete and prioritize them. Tackle one task at a time, rather than letting the entire workload overwhelm you. This method keeps you proactive rather than paralyzed by emotional stress. Another example is when you're facing a personal conflict, such as a disagreement with a friend. Instead of letting emotions drive your actions, write down the key issues at hand and possible solutions for each one. Focus on addressing one issue at a time with practical solutions, rather than letting emotions escalate the situation. By taking this logical approach, you're more likely to resolve the conflict without unnecessary drama. Consider reading Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, which explores how to think more rationally and make better decisions. Finally, once you have mastered controlling and concealing emotions, it's time to use them strategically to your advantage. Ayanokoji is a master at using emotions as a tool. He'll express empathy or enthusiasm if it's advantageous, but he never does so impulsively. He uses his emotions strategically to build alliances or gain trust. You can apply this by being mindful of how and when you show emotions. Ask yourself, what outcome do I want from this interaction? If showing enthusiasm or empathy will get you closer to your goal, do so deliberately. For example, if you're working on a group project, showing genuine interest in your teammates' ideas can help build trust and cooperation. Emotional intelligence is about controlling your emotions, but also knowing how to express them to get what you want. Another real-life example could be during a negotiation. If you sense that showing empathy towards the other party's position could lead to a better outcome, do so strategically. For instance, acknowledging their concerns by saying, "I understand where you're coming from, and I want us to find a solution that works for both of us," can create a sense of collaboration and build rapport. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie is an excellent book that shows how to use emotional expressions to connect with others and achieve your goals. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these strategies are you planning to try first? Comment down below and let's discuss how you can incorporate Ayanokoji's methods into your daily life. Also, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people like you. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos filled with strategies, insights, and more character breakdowns. And there you have it. 5 strategies straight out of Ayanokoji's playbook on controlling emotions and achieving goals. If you want to be as calm, strategic, and focused as Ayanokoji, start practicing these methods today. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more insights like this. Let me know in the comments what character you'd like me to analyze next.